Welcome to the Mother-Daughter-ish podcast.
Your mama's favorite podcast.
And the podcast your daughter always wanted.
Let's talk about it. I gotta admit, mother and daughter are always greater when they're together. Everything's better. Mother and daughter, oh, they're the greatest duo. Mother and daughter, oh, they're the greatest duo.
Have you been looking for the right bags and accessories to go with your perfect summer or fall outfits like me? Visit the Brigati Collections website. You won't be disappointed. The Brigati Collection not only carries vegan leather, but they also carry 100% genuine leather as well. All leather goods to include vegan are limited edition, meaning limited quantity of styles and colors to produce, which are about less than 50, so it will be first come, first serve. The website is www.burgaticollection.com. That's B as in boy, O-R-G-O-T-T-I collection.com. There are over 75 products to choose from, so go ahead and head on over to their website and please make sure you take advantage of your chance to sign up and win a gift. I personally came across a few sunglasses and crossbodies I'm going to have to cop soon, so I hope you do the same and notice that there's free shipping always. And we didn't forget about you fellas either now. Make sure you check out their unisex aviators and bags as well.
Well, guess what we're talking about today? Holistic iris analogy, better known to some as iridology.
Yes, I've got it done one time and I was amazed. I actually need to go again.
Yeah, you do,
to get it
because
done.
I do it every year. I usually try to do it around January or February just to see how things are changing. But it's just much, it's kind of like saying you get your annual woman exam, or you get your annual eye exam, or you get your annual whatever you get done annually. But I'm going to talk a little bit about it because I really, one, believe in it. Two, I think I have the best person in the world who does it over in Atascocita, Texas.
Yeah.
I like the fact that she is a major part in the Association of Whole Iridology. I like the fact that she's been doing this for over 40 plus years. I like that she just knows what she's doing. And then I'll tell you the number one thing I like about Shelly is that she continues to educate herself in this arena and in holistic health. So it's holistic iris analysis. Again, you may know it as iridology. She has upped her game.
Since we've been, or I've been?
Since you've been.
I can imagine.
She upped her game because now you get a 20-page report or more about everything that was discovered according to the way the process is done. She has also upped her offer by really taking the time to explain to you, and she always did that, but I think now it's just more on a, let me tell you what I see is happening, and then you're gonna just be shaking your head like yes, this is happening. So it's just one of those things that I feel like is just so important. And as women, we have just so many things we have to be aware of and take care of and do. Yes. I think that this actually should just be added as a part of this is what I annually go and do, because there are just certain things that I annually do. You know, one thing I do is I do my iridology. I do my hand analysis. And when I say hand analysis, she also has this machine. When you put your hand on it, it'll read and tell you what vitamins you're deficient in. And the great thing is, since she has a holistic store, you can purchase your vitamins right there. So, again, if I believe in it, I'm going to share it. It's not really necessary for us to tell you the who, what, when, where, how, and why on everything. But what we do want to share with you is just things that we really believe in, things that we love. And then we really want to have conversations about things that we don't even agree on. Yeah. But to still just have the conversation because we feel like it's just important. But I found her because I one time went to a health fair and I met another lady named Polly, who was the association president at that time, and I got all my vitamins and everything. I used to get them from Polly. Well, we had a big flood here, you know, of course, in 2017, which was what Hurricane Harvey, and a lot of things changed, and so then I remembered that I always used to go to Shelly, so I had two at a time that I'd gone to for over 10 years, but then I ended up choosing to continue to go to the other person. I couldn't find the other lady's office anymore, so I think she moved or something, and I just couldn't reach them anymore. So I just said, okay, well, I'll stick with where I've been going for as long as I've been going to the other one. So on this report, it says Holistic Iris Analysis, and it's by Shelly, and I'll say her last name is Orlemans. That's her last name, and it's called a Holistic Iridology Iris Analysis, and they give you, like I said, about a 20-page report. In my report, I can tell you right now, there was absolutely not one thing that I could say there was a discrepancy or that I did not believe. Everything that she said, my head was like, yep, I've been experiencing, yep. Then she gives you a glossary of the terms. Now, this might sound dumb to some people, but I'm going to tell you, sometimes when you talk to, because I'm the same way, when you talk to people about something that they 100% know, they will say things that go over your head. Because you don't know what they're talking about.
Yeah.
Because they've been doing it for a million years, and here you are like, what are you talking about? What word is that you're using? Just like yesterday, when I put the thing in the computer and I said, oh, hand me the jump drive. You said, what is that? And I said, oh, the jump drive is the same as, what do you call it?
I just call it a USB,
Exactly. So it's just like different terms come from different people, and I don't even think it's an age thing. I think it's just what world do you live in? Like the same conversation that people will have at a corporate company is not the same conversation you're going to speak, as you're an entrepreneur. So it's just different conversations. And so when people talk to you about certain things that you have no real clue about, I think they should give you a glossary of the terms that are in there. So some of the terms that she gave me were constitution, detoxification, elimination, hyper, which is talking about the acute awareness of certain things within the body. Then she talked about hypo, and then she talked about hyper together as a hyphen. Then we talked about iridology. She talked about the iris. She talked about irises and irids, and then she talked about pockets and prolapses and pupils, structures, and sluggishness. These are things that she can find within the iris. Is that crazy or what?
That is.
When I first told you about it, tell me what you really thought. You thought I was crazy?
No, I was interested. Because I really didn't understand how she could put this light in your eye and then tell me what's wrong.
Well, not only that, when they take the picture of the eye, the pictures don't lie.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah.
And I didn't know she did the whole hand thing, so now I'm really
yeah. She does the hand analysis where, like I say, you put your hand on this thing and you stay there for maybe about 10 or 15 minutes, and then it tells you everything in your body that you're deficient of. But it's the same thing that they do when you go to a hospital and they do an ultrasound. Because I know, like, for instance, there are some people who you can't find a vein in their arm.
Yeah.
So then what they do is they put the ultrasound gel on it, and then the machine finds the vein.
I've had that done, that little green light.
Oh, are you hard to find veins too?
Yeah, I tell them to just do it in my hand, and they do it. But
no, just tell them to use a butterfly needle, and then you can get it. Because see, all of my veins are in my hand, and they have to use a butterfly needle because I will not allow them to put the big needle. Because look, the last butterfly needle that I had was 3 months ago, and you see the dotted left. So you're leaving bruises on me.
That happened to me one time, probably like a year or two ago.
Yeah, this is 3 months old, and it will not go away. It looks like an age spot, and it's not. This is from where the butterfly needle went in.
And does it still, like, can you feel it if you touch it like a bruise?
Oh, no, there's no feeling. It's just my skin will bruise like that. So, but yeah, so it's really, so when you went, tell me your experience. Let's walk through your experience.
From what I remember, I sat in a chair across from her, and she had like this
camera and light.
Yeah, this camera and eye light thing. It's nothing like what you go to get an eye exam. It's
right.
much deeper than
nothing
that.
like that at all.
Yeah, so when she took the picture and then like she did all she was doing, I didn't know what to expect. But she was like, you don't go to the bathroom more than once a day, do you? And I was like, girl, how you gonna tell me?
Why are you all up in my routine, huh?
Yeah, but like this 20-page report she says she gives you, I'm glad she does that now, even though she told me my results like verbally, and then I had maybe about 3 or 4
and that's what she said she used to do, is tell people their results, but then they don't take notes and stuff.
Exactly.
So they end up calling back. So she said, boom, if I give them their report, then it's their responsibility to read it.
Yeah.
And when she sent it to me, I dove into it so fast. And look, she sends it to you in less than 24 hours.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. She tells you everything while you're there, but then you get this written report in less than 24 hours. I'm impressed. You know, it don't take a
I
whole
am
lot,
too.
but I'm impressed with
Yeah.
that. So then after she did that, she said, what else did she kind of tell you? Because I know you got some vitamins after that, but what else did she tell you? Because that was true what she said, you said. But what else did she say? Do you remember?
I think the reason I had went there is because I got sick and got a virus.
Mm-hmm.
And it messed with my eyesight,
Mm-hmm.
and that's why I think that's why I had went.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
But yeah, we was talking about that, and it was just she could tell I wasn't taking vitamins.
Yeah.
I forgot what she was saying about like sex life at that time, but she was pretty spot on. Just from looking at my eye, I'm like, girl,
all up in your business, right? But you know, a lot of people don't believe in this type of a method simply because one, it's holistic. Two, it's like, how can you tell me about my eyes? But have you ever heard somebody say that the secret lies in your eyes?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I mean, everything that
Yeah.
we were just talking about this last time. We were saying that when you look at a person, the first thing you look at is their eyes and their that area, because the eyes don't lie. The eyes don't lie. Well, I took your brother.
Which one?
He was Savon. I took your brother, and he was having problems with his stomach. So I took him over there, and this was at the time where he was on a steak high. I mean, he used to have me cook him steaks every 2 to 3 days, okay? He was in steak heaven. He's a meat eater. You know, your brother is he's a carnivore. He's a meat eater. He loves any kind of meat. I knew this child was going to be a meat eater when he was 5 years old, and he ate 5 pieces of chicken. And I thought to myself, and he was so skinny at that time that I kept looking at him like, where did the food go? But he ate, we talking about 5 backs. We're not talking about drumsticks. We're talking about 5 backs, leg, breasts. We're talking about big chicken. And I was like, oh my God, this is going to be a growing boy. I mean, at that time, at 5 so years old, he was already wearing a big size shoe.
Yeah.
He already had big, bare hands. So I just like, where is this going to go? And then I thought, you know what? He probably going to be tall and big like his grandpa with big hands and feet. Nah, that's probably what's going to happen right there. So I didn't think nothing of it. Well, anyway, I took him to the iridology lady when he was maybe about 18. So before he graduated from high school. And she put him on the hand analysis. He didn't want to do the iridology because he was just like, this is stupid. So anyway, he did, because he was like, I don't believe in it. I said, okay, I'm not going to force you. If you don't believe in it, you're good.
Yeah.
But I said, you do need to understand that what I'm trying to tell you, I know you're not going to believe me, so I need you to go to the expert, right? So anyway, she put him on the hand analysis, and she could tell he had worms in his stomach, in his intestines.
Oh, wow.
Do you know she gave him a probiotic, a prebiotic, and something else? And do you know that, let me see how to say this. He noticed the worms came out in the stool.
Yeah.
Within a week, he was cured. Taking his vitamins every day, and I was telling him, don't miss a day. We paid $100 and something to get these vitamins. I need you to just at least take them, right?
Yeah.
So anyway, he could see the worms come out in the stool.
I believe.
And after that, he did 2 things: cut off eating steak. He maybe once a month. Back then, it was 2-3 times a week. I was cooking him steak. I was cooking it every kind of way you could think of. And I don't even eat steak like that. So for me, it was annoying because I had to sit and cook it, But, I did it for him. Hey,
how does he like his steaks cooked?
He really, really likes it when I put all the green onions and the peppers and the...
No, like
well
well done,
no,
rare,
he don't care. He don't care. He can eat it with a red in the middle or completely well done. He does not care. So I would cook it, like I say, all kinds of ways, different ways. We never fried it or anything like that. It was always kind of either baked or roasted or something like that. But anyway, he cut down on the steak. And then he, after he took those vitamins, he said, I don't want to have to take pills every day for anything. So, But his stomach got better and everything. Then he was like, wow, I guess she knew what she was talking about. Because I guess when you have worms or something in your intestines, it makes you itchy and different stuff. He didn't itch no more. So, yeah. That's what happened. So
that's crazy. Within a week, yeah.
So me, I know I've told people about iridology. I've told them about hand analysis and all that stuff. And here's the funny thing: they look at you like you're crazy.
Yeah, and her supplements, I'm sure they're herbal, like the ones that these doctors don't want us to know about.
No. Everything she has is GMO free, but it's also all natural. That she doesn't sell any kind of synthetic vitamins at all. Like if you go.
No, I'm saying, like, is there any of her stuff like any herbal supplements?
What do you mean? Like when we went to the tea shops and the herb shops?
No, like I know they have stuff like that heals you on the inside, like herbs and stuff.
That's everything that I just said.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah, no, all of her stuff is herbal. It's all natural and it's all no GMO. Yeah. So yeah, she got all that because she has a lot of stuff that repairs your cells and stuff too. Like she has this thing called cell something. it's not something as simple as cell repair. It's called something cell. And what it does is it helps to repair you on a cellular level. Because, see, that's the thing people forget about, is that when you're healing yourself, if you don't heal yourself on a cellular level, then you're just kind of avoiding the thing. Like I told you about the 21-day D-Herbs cleanse that I did. That repairs every organ in your body. Your lymph, your kidney, your blood level. It helps with your bladder. It helps with your lymph. I mean, we're talking every cell that you need. And the first day I took those, I started to feel a different texture in my skin. So I'm just like, oh, okay, that feels better. You know, then you start to notice, okay, wait a minute, you know, the stomach area is starting to, okay, wait, hold up. You know, you get a little, wait a minute now, I see a little waist in my feet, you know, those kind of things. But I just believe in taking something that's more natural or something that's more holistic, because since I've been a vitamin taker for so long, and not any kind of prescribed medication, but vitamin taker, and it being no GMO and being holistic, I just know that synthetic vitamins won't work for me. So if you go to the big places that we don't need to name, a lot of them have a lot of synthetic vitamins. So me, I'm gonna always find a mom and pop shop.
Yeah, like that one health food store that
the one that was on Highway 6 that closed. They closed after
their hair, skin, and nail one. That was the best one.
That one
I've
was
ever
the
had.
best one.
I wouldn't try no other brand. I don't even know what brand it was.
Now the only thing that I tried over there that I could not use was, and I really wanted it in my body, but I just couldn't. But what I ended up doing is breaking the capsules up and then pouring it in my hair. I can't take biotin. Biotin breaks me out, and it breaks your sister out too. But so many other people can take biotin and it just flourishes their skin. But see, here's what I learned when I was 25 years old. I have no business taking hair, skin, and nail pills. You want to know why?
Why?
Because it don't designate that you might not get hair on your chin.
Oh, yeah, that's true.
So when I was 25 years old and I took the hair, nail, and skin, my nails were beautiful long. My hair was growing like crazy. My skin was popping. Oh, but then I started getting other hormonal hair. So that's the part that I know I can't really take it, because since it can't say, well, we're only gonna grow the hair on your head.
Yeah, I don't think.
I mean, I would get hair on my arms that were long like men. I had to stop taking hair, skin, and nails, because unless you can promise me this is only for your head hair, then I don't want it. Because it's like, I'm not finna be walking around here with no goatee.
No.
Fool around, have to join the beard game.
No shave November.
For real, right? So anyway, she gives you the picture explaining to you what you'll see in the left eye and the right eye, and she'll give you like a diagram right before she gives you a picture of your actual eyes. And I will tell you, it's so funny how we look at our eyes and we think they're so dark. And when they get under a light, they are the most beautiful eyes you've seen. I mean, even I didn't know that my eyes were the color, the actual color that they are, until I've seen them one under light. And that's why I was telling you that I love when we do videos in the car, because man, the light be popping. I mean, the light be just bouncing off your skin like you have never seen. And I just think that that's really, really awesome. I'm surprised you never did go back, because that was pretty good.
I'm looking at this report. Like,
I
would read through it. Like,
exactly. Oh, I couldn't wait to dive into it. But then she shows you what a normal, healthy, natural, eye looks like. And this came from the International Institute of Iridology. So the other thing I was just saying earlier is I just love the fact that she backs her information up with proof. She backs it up with science. She backs it up with every piece of proof that you ever need to see. Now, this is not stuff that she makes up. Yeah. This goes through a whole system that she puts in, and it gives you an analysis. It's most kind of like taking a test. It goes through a system of, analyzing what it is. So it says this represents your whole body as seen through both irises. She said the whole body. It talks about your heredity, and it talks about your genetics, strengths. Okay, so let you get. I want to get it done one time too. It talks about the constitution of the color of the eye. Talks about your strengths. Talks about the color of the eye and how that works. It talks about the lymphs. It talks about your hemoglobin, which is your blood levels.
Mm-hmm.
Your eyes tell the story. It tells the story of everything. She talks about hypo and hyper. And then it gives you a score, level of influence of your health. And it tells you what parts of your body influences your health, like your skin and all of these type of things. Then she breaks it down from left eye and right side of the body. Now that sounds weird, don't it?
Yeah.
That your left eye tells you what's going on the right side of your body, and it comes from this one from a feminine aspect.
Wow.
Now if this was a man, if I was a man, then she would have given it to me from a male aspect. That's crazy, right?
Yeah.
Then it talks about the brain areas that reflect emotional factors. Talk about the 5 senses, your self-esteem, your verbal expression, your creative interests. And see, I had a lot of no's because none of that affect me. But look at this.
What does that mean?
That when it says sex expression / equilibrium, hypo, that means I'm energetic.
Oh.
I'm hyperactive, almost like somebody with what do they call it? ADHD or something like that. So it's saying that I'm hyper. I have a lot of energy.
Mm-hmm.
You got to take this one. You got to take this one because now that you have your breakdown, you'll get a breakdown. It's great. Okay, so then it talks about the endocrine glands, and we know that the endocrine glands that covers like your thyroid, your
Pineal.
your pineal almost. Woo! Okay, your hypothalamus that has to do with your throat area. Your ovaries. It talks about the pituitary, adrenal, pancreas, and parathyroid. So all of this is thyroid stuff.
Looks like
Okay,
yeah.
then it has the organs and the glands. We're talking about the heart, the kidneys, the bronchial, the spleen. We're talking about everything: the thymus, the bladder, the lungs, mammary, which is your breast glands and things like that. So we're talking about, again, it said a whole body breakdown. Then it goes to your spinal area, cervical, all of that. Then it goes talking about elimination. So then it talks about your strengths, your pockets, what you're sluggish in, and your structures and all of that stuff. And then it talks about the colon, which is very important, especially for men and women who have to get colon exams when they get to a certain age or whatever. Then the right iris for the right side of the body from the masculine aspect, because we all have masculine and feminine energies in us, so we know that. The brain areas that reflect emotional factors. And so then it goes to that. And so what did I get a yes on this one? I didn't get a yes on any of those, so that means that I'm pretty... self-esteem. That means I have a hyper self-esteem, meaning I believe in me. Basically, I'm like, you can't tell me nothing. I trust and believe in me. So I got hypo in the self-esteem. I don't know where I got it from. It's just there. I also got a hypo in sensory movement, meaning that I can tell when... Okay, let me see how I can put this how she said. I can not only tell when things are moving around me, but I can also see things that you can't see. In other words, like I can feel other energies if they're present in the room. Okay, so my sensory glands are way up there. Endocrine glands, it talks about everything that has to do with the endocrine. But this is also, again, the male side of me. I don't have a lot of male testosterone type of thing. So that goes through that. But then we get to the left iris brain area for the left side of the body, feminine aspect. And it goes through all of the conscious vitality, what's normal, what's not. Talks about what's functioning, what, brings emotion to you, what's normal. So all I had, you see all this stuff is normal.
Yeah.
Normal. So I guess I'm normal. Everything's normal. Expressions, all that, hyper. I'm hyper on the expressions, which is true. Again, when I went through this, there was nothing I could say, well, no, that's not me. Have you ever had somebody test you on something and you're like, that's not me?
No.
So usually when you take a test, they hit it spot on?
You mean like those tests I was talking about taking yesterday?
Any kind of test. Like, even if you've gone to a doctor and they say, oh, well, we feel like this. And you're just like, that's not me. Like I remember one time when your older brother, when he was in school, and they gave me this little... They called the wrong number that day. Let me just say they called the wrong number that day.
For who? Savannah or Josh?
Josh. I said your older brother.
Oh.
well, he's not older than you, but he's older than you.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Anyway, they called the wrong number that day, and I was in a good mood. But I say, no, you're not finna do this. So anyway, the school called me and said, you know, Josh used to get calls all the time because he was just the hyper kid that he just wanted to play. That's all.
Yeah.
He just wanted to be a boy.
Yeah.
And he just wanted to play, and he didn't get that there's a time to play and there's a time to do your work.
Yeah.
So I get a phone call from the principal saying that I needed to come to the school and I needed to have a conference with the teachers and everything. And what they want to tell me is that, you know, we feel like your son should be put on Ritalin because he's not doing good in his reading skills and he's too hyper and running around and he's too active. I said, oh, so you're saying he's a boy? And they gave me this look like, okay, today might not be the day. And I was like, y'all dialed the wrong number.
Oh.
Y'all dialed the wrong number today. So then the lady said, well, he's not reading real well in school, and we feel like he should be put on Ritalin. We've already gotten the nurse to give you a prescription that you can take to your doctor, and they'll give him Ritalin.
So they can write that off and get paid?
I said, well, from my understanding, tell me if I'm right or wrong. From my understanding, instead of you giving me a solution, you've already figured out the problem and gave me a prescription. And then also, don't for every kid that's at this school, don't y'all get paid for them to be on Ritalin so that they could basically be zombies, right? It was silence.
Because they didn't know you was educated.
And I said, here's what you should have suggested, just in case you didn't know. You should have asked me to take him to an eye doctor first. Then you should have had me to have him have a physical exam so that his PCP, primary care provider, could have given the suggestion. Even though you have a nurse that's on here, she has never evaluated my child. If she has, you illegally done it because you didn't get my permission. Now, give me a report that shows she's evaluated. See, if they would have gave me a report, I'd have sued them because you didn't get my permission. So they said, well, you're going to have to figure out what you're going to do about your son because he's always getting in trouble. So then what they tried to do is play that game by every time he did something, they wanted to call me.
I bet.
So I had taken him to an eye place and come to find out what the problem is that because he couldn't concentrate on his work, because he said when he would look at the paper, it just looked like little ants on there. Because he couldn't concentrate, then he got into trouble to talk. Because when you put a paper in front of him, because he couldn't read it, he didn't want to say, I can't read this. So he just started talking to the person next to him or running around doing what he wanted to do because he was avoiding what he could not do.
Right.
Come to find out, he needed a color overlay over his paper, and I think his color was yellow or gray. Once we got the overlays over his paper after having his eye exam, no more problems. Now, what if I would have been not knowledgeable enough to ask questions and I would have just went and put this boy on Ritalin, and then but then also they tried to tell me on the cool. So let me put a disclaimer. They tried to tell me without telling me that also with my child being on Ritalin, I could get a check from the government.
That's crazy.
So I'm just trying to tell you, we have to take our health into our own hands because if we don't, then we're going to have somebody take it into their hands for us. That's just simple as that. But they got the wrong phone number that day. And I let them know. And I never had a problem after that. They never tried to run nothing across from me. They were very tiptoey around me. Like, okay, we can't say certain stuff. But then
and
also, I'm the type of person, I'm going to train you how to talk to me. Whether you like it or not, just like you train me to talk to you, I'm going to train you how to talk to me. And I'm going to also let you know what you can't do around me. And I was on the PTA, you know, for y'all school forever. High school, then, I mean, not high school, but elementary school. But then when you get to middle school, they just do a lot of volunteerism. And by the time you get to high school, they say, parents don't show up, we don't need you. Yeah. Which I think is the biggest mistake.
That's true.
It's the biggest mistake that when you get to high school, it's like they want to cut the parents out of everything. And then they wonder why we back up off of stuff. It's because your school don't even want me to come and volunteer unless they want me to help them raise some money.
Exactly.
But if I want to come up to the school and help volunteer in the cafeteria, or if I want to volunteer in the hallway, or if I want to do that kind of stuff, they don't want me up there seeing what's really going on. They don't want me seeing how the teachers talk to y'all. They don't want me seeing how the teachers yank y'all up. They don't want me to see what's going on in the hallway. They don't want me to witness what's going on. So I get that part because I ain't dumb. I come up there anyway. So
some
anyway,
people want to homeschool their kids now.
I'm going to tell you that's the one. If I ever had a regret, that would probably be the one life regret that I had, because I really would have preferred for y'all not to go to school with other kids. I would have preferred for y'all to be home, be homeschooled, be trained by the way I wanted y'all to be trained without the outside influence. If I could go back in time right now, that would only be the one thing I would change in my entire life, is that I would have never let y'all be around other kids at school. Y'all would have. That's
crazy, because the only thing I miss is the social life in school, but that was mostly high school, kind of middle school, but yeah.
So on my iridology report, it said that I was starting to develop a skin issue. And she's right. At that time,
What year was this?
This was 2020 right here.
Oh.
This was just January. I mean, no, 2021. This was just January. Yeah, I just went this year. I go every year. So yeah, Peyton went with me, but she didn't get it done. She said she was gonna go back and get it done. But anyway, I had actually just started to develop some skin issues with my shoulders and stuff breaking out for some reason, with different acne. And it's funny because the whole time I was growing up as a teenager, I never had acne. I didn't get acne till I was about 45 years old. Then my skin started to act weird. And the funny thing is that I don't have dry skin or anything. It just, I broke out on the shoulders. And I told her and I showed her, I said, I have been developing skin issues. I said, but only in one area. She's like, that's weird. And I'm like, I know. So it showed up before I even, because I had on a full shirt, so she couldn't see my shoulders.
Yeah.
But yeah, it you see it right here, don't you? It said that I was having a skin issue. So that showed up. And then, I was good on the kidneys and all that stuff. Good on the bladder. It was just the skin, actually. She did ask me to definitely start drinking more water because she could see a little bit of dehydration. I told her, yeah, I'm at a half a gallon, but I'm really trying to get back to my 1 gallon. Because when I was drinking a gallon of water a day, it was much, much better. My skin was a lot better. But then I got bored with water. But now that I'm starting to love it again, because now I can infuse it with fruit. Do you ever do that?
Yeah, I was just going to say, I can down water easier if it's like lemon juice or something.
When you said down water, all I thought about was surfing. I don't know why. It was just weird. But anyway.
To drink like an actual gallon. But right now, I know I drink like...
You put cucumbers in your water sometimes?
I don't like cucumbers in mine.
What do you put in your water? What do you infuse it with?
Lemon, but I used to do lemon, blueberries, and mint.
Okay. You ever put lime?
Oh yeah, I like lime juice. Lime
water?
Yeah.
Yeah. So what I've been doing now is, like if I buy grapefruit, I'll squeeze all the juice out of it and then put that away in a jar, but only put like maybe a teaspoon or a cup full, like a small little measuring full just in my water. And I'll put it down at the bottom, then I'll pack it with ice, and then I'll pour water. And do you know that the flavor will last with 2 extra fills of water? The flavor lasts in there. And then if you really want to keep it infused, you take the grapefruit and cut it into little chunks and throw that to the bottom.
Yeah.
It'll last all day to be infused with it, because it just gives you a little flavor. And I noticed that's what I need, is a little flavor. Now there are times where I just drink the water plain and I'm good, but I cannot do that on a gallon a day.
Yeah.
I have to have it infused because I'll get bored with water. But I'm like that with water. I get bored with food. I get bored with all stuff. So I'm not just against the water. There's no discrimination here. I just get bored with that whole method of putting, food in your mouth type of thing, or water. Where I get bored with it. Like I can go 3 days, and I think the longest I've ever fasted was 3 days, where I literally only had water, only had juice or a smoothie or some kind of green juice, and never put any food in my mouth, not even a cracker. Because after the first day, your body do something that I can't explain on this podcast simply because it just wouldn't be appropriate. By the second day, you get so much mental clarity that you feel like you're in another dimension, literally. That's why when we do our little thing, I can't tell you what, we got to surprise them with it. I'm going to do a 3-day fast before we even do that thing, because I want maximum whatever.
Yeah.
I'm going with the wheels all the way off. And by day 3, you start to have a whole new thought process and conversation with yourself. Because what I learned through last year's fasting is that 1, I don't need as much food as I think I need. 2, I don't have to have the sweets anymore, and potato chips is not my best friend anymore. Potato chips been my best friend since I was a kid. Not my best friend anymore. It's just I can take you or leave you. Candy, not my best friend anymore. I can take you or leave you. So fasting, some kind of way, I can't explain it, but it reprograms your brain.
That's how it is when some people choose to be abstinent or celibate. Like when you deprive yourself of something that you're used to.
You get a different mental clarity.
Yeah,
fasting gives you a different mental clarity. Now, anybody who's listening to this who does not understand what I'm saying, all I can tell you to do is try it and then give me your story. Because I can only tell you what my story is.
Yeah.
And then you have to that's something you actually have to go through. You actually have to go through yourself to understand what I'm talking about. I can't really just explain it to you to make you even really understand what I'm saying. But through that process, though, you do need to be drinking a lot of liquids. And what I also learned is that we're so used to putting hand to mouth. Remember when you said Now that I'm saying that, you said you had never learned about hand, mouth, and foot until you.
Hand,
What
foot,
is it
and
called?
mouth. Hand,
foot, and mouth.
Yeah.
What is it? A virus or a disease?
So apparently,
Bacteria?
it's like when kids put their.
No, I'm saying, but what category is it under? A bacteria or a
I don't
virus?
even know. I was just so shocked and
Epidemic?
disgusted.
No, I don't know what it is.
I don't know.
But yeah, they get those in daycares, and it's really gross, and it can just spread
Don't take
like
me back
wildflower,
to
right?
daycare. Yeah.
One thing that she said is that I needed to take some iodine, which is the salt levels in my body, which is the natural salt, not white salt, that stuff that kills everybody. We're talking about the natural white levels, so I had to buy some iodine because I was at hazard. When you're at hazard for your iodine, it causes a problem with your thyroid.
Mm.
You have a problem with your thyroid, you're going to go through hot flashes.
Iodine, those drops that you got? Mm-hmm. Yeah, that's what I thought. That's what I thought that was.
Mm-hmm. And I need to get some more because I'm almost out of my drops. So, but I'm not going to bring my vitamins and everything back into my system until I'm done with the 21-day cleanse. So, because even if I take it now, it's going to clean it all out anyway. Mm-hmm. So why waste my products? Because these ain't cheap. Yeah. You know something I did different this year?
What?
So since the topic of this is I did a thing, you know what else I did this year?
What?
I changed all my vitamins from being pills to liquids.
I would do that too.
I'm going back.
To pills?
You know why?
Why?
Oh my God, the liquid is nasty.
Oh, they are? See.
Let me tell you.
I've tried liquid B12.
I went to the liquid iodine.
Oh, no, yeah.
And I was on the floor. It was so nasty.
But at one point, you got tired of swallowing all those pills, so you wanted to liquid.
I couldn't even smell it without wanting to throw up because I knew that when I... Just imagine you taking a spoonful of salt and just putting it in your mouth and just letting it fester there. That's how I felt when I was taking the liquid iodine. I felt like... And it would give me the shivers. Like, I was like, ugh, this is gross.
You take it every day?
Just once a day. But it's the thought that when you do it, you get that... See, when you get certain experiences, you don't forget them and they freak you out and make you... Like right now, your sister just asked me, why are you not still taking your chlorophyll? And I said, because it's so nasty. And I got the mint flavor to try to cover it up. I said, because it is absolutely so nasty.
Well, you gotta get used to it. Like, I'm still...
But see, she do hers in a cup of 8-ounce waters and sip on it all day. I can't sip on you all day. I want to just take the little capsule I'm supposed to take, and I want to down it and be done. Because what if I leave the 8 ounces of water out for an hour? I mean, like, I don't want to go through continuing to taste you that long. So I want to just get it over with and be done. Mm-hmm. And I couldn't. I told her, I said, well, I guess I'm going to have to go back to the chlorophyll that has the tea in it or whatever. I said, I'm going to have to go back to that one. I thought the mint would be good because I love mint stuff. But between the mint flavor and the chlorophyll flavor, I feel like it's a death trap. Taste-wise is what I'm saying.
Yeah, it's because you're drinking it, like, you're not diluting it with water.
I can't because I don't want to sip on that all day long. I don't.
You can't down an 8-ounce water bottle. Right,
I don't want to.
Sitting?
I don't. No.
With a straw?
No. I don't want to. I don't want that much of that taste in my mouth. I want to quickly get rid of it. Then I want to swallow something really, really good to get that off my mouth. And I want to be done.
What do you chase it down with?
Oh, any kind of juice like cran apple.
Yeah.
You know, any kind of good juice that I like. And it has to be one that I really, really, really like. Okay, so also in my iridology, it said that I was having some circulation issues and that was a hazard as well, and that's because I need to exercise more. I need to do more movement. This thing right here was really, really, really interesting to me, but then also, like I said, she gives you a copy of your actual eye. She was telling you about your mucus and congestion levels, and I had an awareness of that, and it was nothing wrong with that one. She said that I was low on my nutrients and stuff like that, so I did get the vitamins because that was a caution. It wasn't a hazard. It was just a caution of saying, hey, you need to continue to take your vitamins. I did confess something to her. I did tell her that the entire year of 2020, and this was me testing my body out because I own this body, so I can do what I want to do. But I tested my body out, and for 12 months, I did not take any vitamins at all. I didn't try to up it with food. I just went cold turkey and just decided I want to see what happens to my body if I don't take my vitamins for a year. And boom, this is what happened. Everything went out of whack. So that's why it's really so important, because the truth is that you're not going to get every type of nutrient that you need from eating food, simply because, again, as I'm getting older, I realize that I don't need as much food as I thought I did.
Right.
And I don't need 3 meals a day.
Right.
And if I do get 3 meals, they don't need to be full meals.
Right.
For example, for breakfast, what's your favorite for breakfast? Not now, but at your highest peak of eating, what's your favorite breakfast?
I'll do maybe like a, egg bacon sandwich. But I'm one of those that eat not only once a day. Like, I'll have a morning snack and then I'll eat a meal like around 6, like almost fasting on accident. But if I do eat breakfast, it'll either be like a smoothie or something small.
Well, that's fine that you can be perfect like that and eat so little. That's great because
I can't wake up and be hungry.
No, I will wake up hungry. I used to
eat
at 5 in the morning.
Because
I used to think that I had to eat 3 meals a day. So at the height of my eating championship, my breakfast would be some grits, some biscuits, some bacon, some eggs, some jelly, and some orange juice or some kind of juice. That would be the perfect breakfast for me. Then, if I snacked, it was terrible junk. Then, for lunch, I want a full lunch. Like, it could be a great tuna fish sandwich and some chips and a fruit or something. That's a full lunch for me. But then for dinner, I do want some rice, some beans, some kind of meat I used to. Mm-hmm. And then maybe even some homemade cornbread. At the height of my eating, I thought I had to have 3 full meals. So if you're not like that, then that's perfect.
I can't remember.
But I used to have 3 full meals.
I can't remember having 3 meals like that.
Well, when you lived at home, you did.
I mean...
So, y'all had 3 meals because you had food at school, and then you always had dinner. And when on the weekends, we always had breakfast on Saturday morning. You know that.
Oh, yeah, back then. But I'm saying, like...
Well, yeah, that's what I mean when I say when you're at home. But right now, I am perfect. My life is perfect if I wake up and have a smoothie. Or if I don't have a smoothie, if I have a bagel. And I love bagels at this point. I didn't used to because I thought it was too much bread. But now I work with it if it's toasted. For lunch, if I don't have lunch, I'm fine if I just have like mandarin oranges or some kind of fruit or something. Because I don't eat now to get full. I eat just because I got to get some kind of nutrition in my body, right? Mm-hmm. I used to eat to be full. And then for dinner, if I can have something before 5 p.m. and it can be something nice and light, I'm happy. The reason I say before 5 p.m. is because I'd like for it to have been digested by the time I get in my bed at 7.
Yeah.
So I'm good on that now. And let me tell you why I'm so happy that I changed my mind on this years ago. Because I told you my story about when I went to Indonesia and I thought I was going to starve. That wasn't a joke.
Yeah, I know. You said you got tired of eating.
I told you that I could not eat because I couldn't eat their food.
Yeah.
At the hotel, it was too traditional, and I can't just dive in like that. I need you to do. I need you to get me used. I can't. I just couldn't. Put certain things in my mouth. So, literally, I'm not even joking. I'm very serious that I feel like if I had not had this mentality of not having to think I needed 3 meals a day, I really feel like I would have starved. So I'm so glad now that I realize I don't have to have all of that. But then also what taught me that I don't need to eat as much as when I did my mission trips for those years. Yeah. Because we would be in different foreign places. And I always went to Honduras, and they have great food and great tradition and great Mexican. But I can't really have, my body doesn't do well with homemade, natural Mexican food, the spices and all that stuff, and the way they make it homemade. I don't do well with it. It gives me heartburn. Yeah. Even if I eat it before 2 or 5 p.m., it doesn't matter. It gives me heartburn. So now that I know my body more and what I can eat and what I can't and what I like and what I don't like, a lot of foods that I thought I could get rid of for 10 years, I still haven't been able to come back to. Like pineapples and strawberries are my 2 favorite food in the entire world. I can eat that every day, but I still can't come back to it because it makes my entire body itch.
What about blueberries?
It makes my entire body itch. Any kind of berry like that.
In it? Is it the acid?
I'm just allergic to those berries. But then also,
what about oranges? You can eat oranges.
Yeah. It's not the citric stuff. It's the berry stuff. But then also, I remember when I went to Malaysia and I ate the pineapples, I was fine. I ate pineapples every day just to prove to myself, you got to be crazy. Maybe there's something.
Stuff they're spraying on the fruit or something.
Exactly my point. So in different countries, I'll say, well, I'm going to eat these strawberries and pineapples, and I don't have no itch. I don't have no problem. And sometimes if I eat it, when I'm in the United States, if I eat it here, I'll get like a runny nose, like a cold. But I did take a blood analysis. This is another thing I suggest women do at least every 5 years, is to get a blood analysis to see what you're allergic to. I have a whole 30-page report on everything I'm allergic to.
And you won't know until you come across it. But
and guess what the number one thing on there was?
What?
Strawberries, blueberries, and pineapples. And then I had a 30% allergic reaction to chicken. It said that according to my blood type, I'm not supposed to be eating chicken.
Oh, you did tell me you and Peyton did the blood test together? Oh, see, I don't even know my blood type.
Me and Peyton just pulled up the book Eating Right for Your Blood Type because I was telling her And then I said, years ago, I got a blood analysis that told me that. I said, before I even found out about this book, I said, but what I think I'm going to do is look on my bookshelf and find that book, and I'm going to actually incorporate everything that it says for my blood type now that I know my blood type.
Wow.
So anyway, no, that blood analysis I got done simply because at the time the guy was doing the blood analysis, he was doing the Foot Detox. Have you had that?
No.
Oh, girl, you got to get the Ionic Foot Detox. I have the whole system in the living room right now. I bought it for my own. But anyway, it draws all the toxins out of your body and stuff. So, maybe we should do a day where we get the iridology. We have to do it at the first of the year because I've already done mine for this year. The iridology, the hand analysis, do the foot thing, and then do the blood test.
Yeah.
And that way you'll have your annual thing done and you'll know what to do as far as taking your vitamins and all that stuff. But yeah, so that was what she gave me on my report. I was so happy to receive it. And it was funny when she told me, she said, oh, by the way, I'll be sending you a report. I was like, oh, you send out a report now? It's like, oh my gosh, she loves me.
Yeah, we gotta do that again.
Even though I'm the person who will sit there and I will take notes and I will write down everything you say, because I need to know before I leave this store what vitamins I need to get. And I'll be honest with you, when I buy my vitamins every year, I only spend and I get about a 90-day supply. I probably spend a couple of $100, but that's a 90-day supply that'll, help me. And I know that I need vitamins because when I test myself out like I did for all of 2020, it depletes my energy. It makes my brain foggy when I'm not taking my vitamins. So I know for a fact that I have to be taking vitamins. Are you currently taking any vitamins?
I am not.
Yeah, you got to get vitamins in your body.
I mean, I have some multivitamins at home, but just forget to take them.
Yeah. What you think about this iridology stuff?
I'm excited to get it done again and go more in depth, and to get my report because I'm definitely going to read it.
Yeah, you got to definitely dive into it and read it and tell your friends and different things. And if they're wanting to, kind of change the way they're doing things with their body health-wise and stuff, maybe they could go more holistic or more natural or whatever. I know a lot of doctors a lot of holistic doctors get flack about it's not FDA approved. Well, neither are a lot of other things FDA approved, but it's being forced on us. So, hey, why not trust in science? Why not trust in holistic whatever?
Natural herbs that the earth already has.
Exactly. Because, you and I have gone to some of the different herbal shops, and we've seen a lot of different things, like the rosebuds and the lavender and the...
Rose
right now
petals.
I'm on a hunt for calendula oil because I want to make some soap with calendula in it because it's good for the skin.
Yeah.
So I want to continue to, make really good soaps. I haven't bought soap in 4 years now. All the soap that I've made, and I've got so much soap in the refrigerator right now that I'm good on soap until probably this time next year. I'm good on soap. The only reason I'm going to make the new one is because I just wanted to make that one, and I want to just add it because sometimes I'll be using two different type of soaps at a time, plus a different face soap. So 3 soaps at a time because I have some turmeric soap that I made with turmeric and honey. So that one is really good, but I made a mistake and made it in the little small hearts. So when you use it, it goes fast when I should have just made it in a bar, but that's okay.
Oh, yeah.
But yeah, I'm excited about...
What about if you melt them and remold them? Can you do that with soap?
You can, but I never have anything to melt because I use it down to the nothing.
Oh.
Yeah, so my soap, when it crumbles, it doesn't crumble into pieces where, like, when you get hotel soap and all that kind of stuff, it literally melts away because there's no other ingredient in it.
Yeah.
Other than... just whatever you use for your base and then all your essential oils and all that stuff. So you pretty much have a natural bar basically because there's no other kind of fat stuff in it. The only fat that I'll add to my soap is if I add like olive oil or if I add any kind of other oils like sunflower oil or some kind of fat like that. But honey and those fats, it makes it lather.
Yeah.
Mostly I like honey because it makes it get a real good lather.
Yeah, I have a face cleanser that I'm just going to save if I ever run out. Yeah. Because it's too good and I don't want to use it all. But it's honey based.
Yeah. When she looked into your eyes, what else did she say?
Other than what I've said, I can't remember. It was like 2013, I think.
Oh, that was the last... Oh, my goodness. You way behind then, huh?
Yeah.
Yeah. I don't think there's been a year that I haven't gone. And it's still the same price. It's like $75.
That's not bad for that experience and information.
Sometimes if she's in a good mood, she throws the hand analysis in there because she already knows. Like me, I'm a customer. I'm going to buy vitamins. So you throw in the hand analysis. And then the other thing that a lot of people don't believe in that she does is she does the muscle testing. And so with the muscle testing, she'll do your strength testing through something that she does. So a lot of people don't believe in that as well. And I say if you don't believe in it, that's great. it's your body, it's your choice. You do whatever you want.
Right.
But I'm just basically here as my disclaimers, just to share with you that there are other options as far as holistic health is concerned. And I just find that when you find out about things like iridology, you then find out about holistic vitamins, you then find out about hand analysis, you then find out about muscle testing, you then find out about other holistic things that you can do in your life, like meditating, like all kinds of things that you can do.
Yoga,
and it's all about your knowledge. And I firmly believe that our spirit within us will tell us what to accept and what to reject. Because I know somebody can come and tell me something, and I look at them and I go, this person is lying to me. And I'll call you out and I'll tell you, look, I already know what's going on.
Yeah.
And you can either confirm or deny. It doesn't matter. I'm still sticking with what my spirit tells me, right?
Right.
Well, this has been a lovely, lovely, lovely conversation about iridology. So I did a thing, and I'm going to keep doing that thing. And any other new things that we do, we'll let you know. But this was very interesting. And I had almost forgot that you had yours done. Interesting, interesting, interesting. Well, make sure that you hit what button?
The subscribe button. Turn your notifications on so you'll be notified every time we post something.
And hit our like button, because we know we know we're talking about things that are interesting. We know that we're talking about things that you might like, or you might even want to try. You might want to put in the comments, I did a thing too. And that's another thing. In our comments, let us know what thing you did in 2021. There may be a thing. You might have got a new tattoo. You might have got a new piercing. You might have tried a new hairstyle. You might have went from straight to curly, or from curly to straight. You may have lost 20 pounds. You may have changed the way you eat. You may have done your fast for the first time. I want to know about those experiences, because I think that those experiences help other people to decide maybe if they want to try something or never.
Right.
I mean, there are things people tell me that I go, I don't ever need to try it. You and I talked about brown and white liquor, didn't we? I know I don't need to try it. I'm not even interested. It doesn't even pique my interest, right?
Right.
So it's like, okay, thanks. I don't need to try it, you know? Now, bungee jumping, I want to try it.
I don't know about all that.
Skydiving, I did it last year for my birthday in September. The best thing I ever did for my birthday, other than my international travel. That was my next best thing.
I'll never forget when we went ziplining in Arkansas, and everybody was looking at me because I had extra harness for up top, and they was like, "Why she get extra?"
Were you scared?
No.
So you did that thing and you liked it?
Yeah, I did.
Yeah. And
I think when we went the highest, when we went the highest was the best part, of course. But I like that they take you like lower first and then like gradually go up higher for people that.
So I've ziplined with all of y'all except Savon. He said it ain't gonna happen. He told me it's not gonna happen.
I believe
we
it.
went to Mexico for his birthday, and we went in the jungle, and that was the one thing he wouldn't do. He did the ATV.
He watched you do it? Did you do it?
Oh yeah, of course he waited for me to do it. He did the ATV. He did the horse riding. He did all of the jungle stuff. The zip line, he said, I'm deuces. I'm gonna catch you later. I'm going to eat.
One thing you can't make him do is what he does.
When you cannot make him do anything, if you say, nope, order this food and try it, he gonna say, no, I'm gonna stick with a hamburger.
I'm surprised he even let you have him try them wings, them hot wings.
I thought he was gonna be scared to be on the horse, but the boy actually, when we start going fast, he was actually like, clicking the horse to make it go. I thought he was going to be scared. He was like, no, I'm not scared of a horse. He said, but I'm not finna zip line across the jungle. And if my harness breaks because I'm too heavy, y'all are not going to find me in the jungle, and the bears are going to get... He had a whole scenario already planned out. So I zip lined with you in Arkansas. In Eureka Springs in the mountains. Yeah. I zip lined with Josh in the Hill Country in Austin on, I think it was Juneteenth or either the 4th of July.
Wimberley.
Yeah, Wimberley, Texas.
Yeah. Which
is Austin. And I zipped line with Peyton many times. We've done it a couple times in Mexico. We've done it... can't remember if she did it in Arkansas or not. Nope, she didn't, because they take you in the bus up the thing. Nope, we haven't done it in Arkansas. Every time we've gone, we've been so busy we didn't even have time to do it. Yeah. But we're going to have to do that next year when we go to the Mini Cooper thing. But that's cool. Well, we did a thing. You did yours a long time ago. I do mine annually. Yeah. But we're going to always be doing things. I mean, I love trying something new. And if it feels like it's not going to kill me, I'll try it. Even though, a lot of things that I've done, they could have killed me. I will tell you the one thing that's on my bucket list that I want to do, but I'm too scared to do. I want to go whitewater rafting.
Oh, we did that in Switzerland.
I can't swim.
You get a life jacket. You're going to float.
So you think I'm going to trust my life in a life jacket?
A life jacket, yeah.
No. No. Anyway, I did a thing. I did iridology, and I'm moving on because I've already had this conversation with people who keep saying I will go. I've already agreed with myself. I will go whitewater rafting, and I'm not removing it off of my list.
What I won't do is jump off no yacht, no ocean, though, with no life jacket. That you asking for too much.
Yeah, I'm not. I don't even want to take a shower with a life jacket
because I'm already thinking the way I jump in the pool is gonna. I don't know.
It just seems like I'll sink.
Not with no life jacket.
I don't know.
If push come to shove, I be telling people.
And you're talking to the girl who's always on a boat somewhere, who's always, me and Peyton used to go to the country up in Dallas to the lake house with my friend, and she would always be tubing and stuff. We were out in the lake on the thing, and I'm the only one on there who can't swim, and I'm simply going, okay, well, there's 6 other people that can help me, maybe. I'm the person that took you to Tampa to watch the pink dolphins. We all out in the yacht. I'm the one who took you to South Beach, Miami, and we did the celebrity tour thing. I'm all out in the yacht with a vest on, knowing I don't trust the vest. So I'm crazy like that, but it's okay. We did a thing, and we're going to keep doing things. But as we say, bye for now.
Bye. Do you experience issues or any sleep disorders? What about PMS? Any chronic joint pain relief needed? Or migraine relief needed? Well, don't panic, it's organic, baby! Certified Hip Hut is a natural path to good health. Stop by and let us cook you a great meal in-house or to go. Also, please keep in mind, when you visit Certified Hip Hut's location and make an in-house purchase, you will receive a variety of samples to try out. Everyone loves samples, I know I do. Come check us out at our location. We're at 3422 Farm to Market 2920, and that's in Spring, Texas 77388.
Do you want to start and run your own tax-exempt, nonprofit, fundable organization? Let me show you how. Let me show you how to start it, run it, and keep it funded. Have you ever wondered how over 91 U.S. billion-dollar earning companies pay zero in taxes? I'm speaking of companies such as Amazon, FedEx, Starbucks, and Delta Airlines. Are you ready to do what fills you with joy? Would you like to be paid to make a big impact in the world? You've often heard the saying, be the difference you want to see in the world. Yes, that can be you. Don't hate the players, just learn the rules and master the game. Contact me today for your 15-minute complimentary consultation. Let me show you where the funding is and how you can receive it. My name is Miss Dawn. I live in Katy, Texas, and I've been a business development consultant since 1998. Give me a call so I can help you.